Now we're going to show some examples. These are the actions actually that we're going to talk about today concerning standard Git procedures while on a single computer. Actually, we'll go through them in sequence and we'll see where we land. Don't forget to ask questions during the time. Let's see.
Yeah, Git init, you use to start a new repo. It is to start a new, they created .git folder and the database for it. And but if you use GitHub or similar, you don't need to use that one because they do it for you. Git status is a very important command. Always before you ask a question, just write git status, and it will probably answer the question. I don't know how many times they ask a question. I just write git status, and they tell them you need to do this or that. So use it often. If you don't know what should I do now, or what's the status of this commit, or what's the status of the branch I on, write git status and it will tell you a lot of things.
Let's see how this works in practice.
Yeah.
This is my terminal, and we can clear it. I'm in a folder that's called Git tutorial. I can actually show this in the file system here. Yeah, this is the folder. It's empty right now. That's fine. And I want to make, first of all, I want to start a repository. I do that with git.
Enter.
Yeah, sorry. Git init. Initialize empty git repo in git tutorial git. Okay, and now we can see the status.
What they say here is first of which branch you are on. The first commit message, initial commit, so it's not funny with that. And it had nothing to commit. It found no files in the file system.
Everything is empty. So we start by creating a new file. Okay. I would say we save it, and once we save it, it should show up in Git. Let's look at this.
And there we have one file in the file system that is untracked. It was the readme.txt.
Yes, we're very sorry about the colors. It should show better on the screencast if you watch it later. And actually, we see that it's untracked, and that's very important because we have to add it to the system in order to create a commit. Yeah.
Maybe.
There we go.
Better.
That's better.
Yeah.
So let's do that. Actually, we haven't gone through the command, so I'm going too fast ahead. So we'll see the next command.
Next one.
Yes.
Git add. Yeah. Adds a file so that Git will track it. It's the easy one. It also have git rm. This remove. It's the completely same thing. You can do use with wildcard. Git add star for adding every file, and also the -u for untracked.
Well, actually, -u is looking at tracked files. So if you have removed a file, git add won't actually find it in the repo. Let's see if we look at this. We have three kinds of changes we can make. We can add new files or create new files. We can modify files, and we can remove files. And actually, the Git system is not really that straightforward when we look at this, because the add command, if I do, it will actually take care of these two, new files and modified files. And if I use add -u dot. I'm actually using the dot sign here to point at the path of where I'm standing, which is the root of the project, which is every file within the repository. Then we have these two, kind of, because U specifies that it should look at files that are already tracked in the Git system. Add won't find any removed files because they're gone. Actually, they don't exist anymore. But if the file was tracked, it will find that it was removed and added to the staging area. It's not really fully clear, but once you get a hang of using it every day, you'll just manage. That's okay. So think of this.
Yeah, if you try now to add the file
Yes.
to our repo.
And actually, I use the dot, but I can actually point at any file or folder I want. So it might be a subdirectory, it might be a file specifically, it might be anything that has me in it. I can use the stars as wildcards here. And it will git status, show a new file, readme.
Yeah, if you go to the next slide.
Yes.
We have
Git reset.
Git reset. It's reset the workspace. It's to
Actually, it's quite powerful.
it's a lot of different things, but
Yes.
it takes you back one commit if you don't use it with the hard commands. It just do.
Actually, Git reset will back up a specific amount of commits that you, or actually to the commit that you specify. If you don't specify commit, it's the last commit that you made. And if you use the hard, flag, it will also change the workspace. If you just reset without a hard flag, every change that was in that commit will show up in the workspace as a directed workspace, which means that you can re-add and recommit that if you like to. But hard actually resets to the previous commit, cleaning the workspace. We can actually test that in this session. As we haven't done any commits, there is actually nothing within the repository. So at this point, if I do git reset, it should untrack the README file, if I'm right. Actually, that didn't work because there is no commit to reset to. We'll have to make a commit. So we'll jump ahead a bit and we come back to the reset.
Yeah, I commit that. It's a very nice command. Of course, it's the most important command in Git. It have a -m flag that you can follow with the message. If you don't have the -m, it will use the default text editor. It will probably default to Vim, depending on the config, and that's kind of hard to,
Yes.
as a standard to use.
Is there anyone that has experience with Vim or VI? Do you like it?
Yeah.
Did you first like it when you first encountered it? No? Okay. So beware. It might not be as good as you like. We can actually show that. Bam! I'm in here and I'm trying to write something, but I can't escape. There's nothing there to do.
It's kind of hard for a beginner. So I'm going to learn one thing: how you exit it. but it's kind of hard. You need to.
Can I like that?
Escape.
Colon.
Colon quit Q.
Yeah. And then you're back.
And then you can write dash.
Done. What?
Escape. Colon Q.
No, right. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. there was a problem, and as we exited the VI editor, no commit was made, and it actually tells us to use the M flag. So please do. So we'll do that. Do it like this. Git
more easy for you.
commit
yeah, the commit also have a flag. It's good. It is all the changes.
Yes.
Whatever.
Here we see it. Actually, it works like this one. If you have modified or removed files, you may use the A flag to shortcut using that that command within the commit command. Use it when you know it, kind of. If you know how to do it, then you may use it. But most of the time, you might do the git add dot and the git commit with a message just, and you'll do fine actually. Okay, now I've actually done a commit, so we can see if I do some change here. Now, I've saved this to the hard drive, which means it should show up. And it has replaced the previous version on the workspace, which you actually do when you save to the hard drive. But that's okay. We can revert to it, even though we didn't know what it was. So we can do it like this with the hard flag.
Start with git status.
Yes, git status first of all.
Then we see what happened there.
Yes.
We have.
Change.
Still, we have a modified file.
Yes. And also, the important stuff here, changes not staged for commit. This tells us that we have to stage the things we want to commit before we commit. So look out for that too. But I didn't want this change really. I just want to go back to the initial commit. So we use the reset command. Git reset. And as I want to modify the workspace, clean it up, I use the hard flag. And the commit I want to revert to or reset to is actually the commit I'm standing at, so I don't have to write anything more. Enter. Head is now at initial commit added readme file. And let's see what happens in here. Sublime updates, and we're back at hello world. So that's it. Okay.